Hey YouTube, it's Feminine Podcast. Welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy to be there today and to do this episode on taking full responsibility for your life. I've been receiving a bit of your comments and I'm trying to reply to all of them in my podcast, and I realized you really like tough love. So here I am to give you some tough love again and talking to you about taking full responsibility for your life. And I think it's a mindset to have, because I've made a podcast already on changing your perception and then changing your life, because both goes together. And I think that changing your perception is also realizing that you are the only one who is responsible for your life. So I'm not going to talk too much on the intro, and let's get started. So I need you to realize that you are the only one who is responsible for your life. You could be resentful against someone, like you can have a resentment for something that someone did to you. Maybe someone broke your heart. Maybe it's about your parents. I will give you some story times. Don't worry, you're not the only one in this case. I'm not giving advice. I'm not talking about stuff I don't know. I don't even teach people because I don't feel like I'm in a place to be teaching. I only talk to you about stuff you think you should think about during your journey, your level up journey, and your inner work journey as well, and stuff that I've been that I got stuck on and that I've been living myself. So you need to realize right now that where you are now, the life you have now, the results you have now are like the consequences and the results of the action you made or you didn't make. Your whole life is the reflect of who you are. Your life, what you have around you, what you are experiencing is the mirror of what you are living in your head, what you are thinking, the way you act, and everything that you made or didn't made, all the choices that you took or you decided not to take. So it is really important, in my opinion, for you to realize that everything that is happening in your life is the result of you only your choice, and it's only your responsibility to make you happy. It's only your responsibility to make you rich. It's only your responsibility to be at the right places and to take the opportunity you have in your everyday life. And I will tell you about something. I think I had some resentment against my parents for at least 3 years. If I have to add every little periods I have, I was feeling really bad and I was really angry after them, I think it will be 3 to 5 years in my life till then. So I'm 22, so I guess you can make you can calculate how much it is on my little life. And I will tell you why. Now I understand that it is my responsibility to make me happy. It is my responsibility not to listen to them and to ignore them when they make me angry, when they are saying stuff, when they are talking BS. But when you have some parents, and already made a video on this one, when you are a black woman, sometimes you don't like yourself. They are telling you that you should love yourself, but you don't listen to them because you think they are so wrong. They aren't where I want them to be, and I think they could have made better. I always talk about that. I think they could have made better if they started their inner work, their inner journey, at least trying to heal their inner child and trying to be better after all. But they didn't. And broken people, wounded people become wounded couple, become wounded parents, and it is a wounded family. And you have to I am the one who has to break the, how to say that, generational course, because I want to be the first millionaire in my family. I want to be the first. I will at least be the first one who will be graduating from college. And I have 2 sisters, older sisters. So you already see the pattern. I'm not gonna talk about too much about my my personal life, but you have to know that I was really resentful, and in the end I just realized, and they aren't the only one I was angry after. This is not only tough love today, it's also about story times, because I have some stuff to say. I had an issue with a guy, my absolute first boyfriend. I was so attached to him. I'm not even sure that I loved him that much, but I was so attached to him because I had some issues at home. You know, when you're a teenager, you are not really open-minded. You don't really know that there is a future. The only thing that matters is who you are now and how people see you. So yeah, you know, I had so many issues. I wasn't really open-minded, and I had a guy, like, he wasn't really nice. Like, he was really nice, but in the end, we broke up. Like, I was completely broken, to be honest. I started having depression since this moment. Like, he was really bad. Like, he just killed my reputation when I didn't really care about what people could say, but I didn't have a good opinion on myself, which was the worst one. And I always had this kind of stuff. Like, I'm not going to tell about, like, I'm not going to talk about everything because, I'm seeking therapy for this specific issue, that I didn't have the best self-esteem when I grew up, and all this stuff. So I was really angry after him. I was like, he just killed my life. He just did this and that. He said this to those person, and now this person think that I'm this kind of person. And I started thinking the same. When people are telling you stuff, even though, like, nobody did, like, they will care, but nobody will come to my face and call me B-word. So yeah. But the opinion that I had on myself, I started, like, hating myself. I started seeing myself like I wasn't good because he cheated on me. So I was like, oh, maybe there are some other girls that are better than me. I started comparing myself for many, many years. And in the end, I just realized, like, not really long ago, when I was like, yeah, I'm the only one responsible for myself. I'm the only one responsible for my life. I knew that since the beginning, but like a few weeks ago, I'd say, I just realized I just put myself in this horrible pattern of hating myself, having really poor self-esteem, not being disciplined, really being, like, really sad. And I was putting this on the count of my parents didn't teach me that, my parents were neglecting, my ex cheated on me, this is what happened when I was younger, this is what happened, this teacher was this way, this classmate was that way. But what about you? Are you really passive in your life? Are you telling us that the life you are responsible for, the only person that will follow you from the beginning to the end, is you and only you? Maybe your parents will die. Maybe your parents are already dead. Maybe you will have a partner, but you didn't have a partner since the age 0. The only person that will follow you from the beginning to the end, even if you have a twin. Some people, like, have twin and they just separate, they split. They, like, you can have, like, some issues with them. They can die before you can die before them. You will not be always with them. They can't be, like, thinking for you, and they can't have actions that will have a really big consequence on you, because after all, even if you're twins, even if you want to live together, even if you have a partner that you want to share everything with, you are the only responsible for your life. You can't say that this is the fault of this person, this is his fault, her fault. First, you should stop talking about fault. There is no fault. This is the situation. It could be your fault, it could be the neighbor's fault, it could be your grandfather's fault. It has nothing to do with what is happening. If you have a problem, you should better fix it. And it is your responsibility to be fixing it, because if it's supposed to have consequences on your life, you will be the only one responsible for your life. You will be the only one who will have regret when you didn't have done something. If you are at the age, I don't know, on your bed before dying, and you realize you didn't do this stuff because people will talk about you, I think you'd be really regretting everything. And I don't want you to be regretting. So I want you to realize it's not only about, taking full responsibility because you're a grown adult. I think that even if you are a teenager, you have to know you are the responsible for your life. You are responsible for what you are making of your life. And you are the only one who will be living it, who will be thinking about it, who will be acting on it, and point blank. There is nothing to add. There is nothing to add. You are responsible for your life, and I want you to open your eyes and be thinking about that right now. If ever you had resentment, if ever you were like angry after someone, this is like how cheap you are. You can't be that much triggered of everything that is around you, about everything that people are talking about, saying on you or saying to you, because you are the only one responsible for your life. You don't really care about what people are saying. You don't really care about what people are thinking. If you have something in mind, if you are thinking about something, if you want to do something, I don't even know why you want to consult everyone every time. This is your life. This is your life. I don't think you will let people decide for how to raise your children or decide for which home you're supposed to be living in or which job you're supposed to do. I don't think you'd like it. Maybe you're doing it now, but you can change. You can add standards. It's hard to be having standards, but as long as you know that you want these standards, and if you are journaling on it and you start embodying it. And one of my subscribers asked me how I journal, and it is a podcast that is coming, but now I'm talking about responsibility for your life. If you don't take responsibility for your life, I think you can't even make it. You can't even make it. You will be like the, how do you say that? The Muppet of everyone. Like, you will be a Muppet. People will be taking you here, tearing you there, pushing you here, pulling you there, telling you, no, you have to do it. If your parents have to control your life, imagine if everyone has to control your life. Your mother will tell you, you have to be a doctor. Your father will tell you, you have to be an attorney. Your grandmother will tell you, oh no, you should be a stay-at-home. Who will you listen then? You can't be listening to everyone. You are the only one responsible for your life, and don't stay stuck sitting on a chair telling everyone that your ex cheated on you and you had childhood abuse or any traumas. Most of the people you know out there had traumas, experienced traumas in their childhood. Maybe it's not as hard as what you've been living. Maybe it's not something that you've done, maybe it's not something that is as, I don't know how to explain. Everyone has their own sensitivity. Maybe you suffered so much from a little thing, and maybe they didn't. Stop comparing yourself. Don't try to compare yourself to other people and to to how much they are wounded. Just concentrate on yourself and understand that most of the people you know around you that are telling you some stuff had traumas. I'm telling you stuff. I had so many traumas as a child that are keeping me from having the lifestyle I want right now. Imagine that. And I'm not telling you from a perspective of I am perfect and you are not, so you have to change your life to be looking like me. I'm telling you this as we are sisters, and I want us to be leveling up together. I am learning, I am growing. I went to this place of I thought that I wasn't even responsible for my life, and everything that was happening in my life was the fault of others. I stopped putting fault on anyone, not even myself. It is not because you're responsible that it is your fault. There is no fault. Don't try to put the fault on anyone. This is the situation. Now you have to fix it. So most of the people around you have trauma. I have trauma. I've experienced so many stuff in my childhood, in my teenage years. It didn't prevent me from growing and to be there right now talking about this on my YouTube channel. So I'm telling you this really nicely, with empathy. I'm not telling you this as really tough love. It's like gentle tough love, okay? So if you have really big resentment, if you are really angry after someone, like after your father because he wasn't present, after your mother because she was a female breadwinner and she didn't teach you femininity, after your ex because he cheated on you, after this doctor because he touched you when you were a child, after your uncle because he touched you when you were a child, after your classmates because they've been bullying you for several years. I don't know. Don't try to put the fault on anyone. Don't try to hold resentment or to be angry after anyone. Forgive yourself. Forgive people around you. Take full responsibility for your life right now, because I know you, because I know we are all the same. I had this issue myself. I was like, oh my God, it makes so much sense. I will even close my eyes listening to Feminine Grooves, and I would be like, oh yeah, this content creator is right. Let that sink in. Okay, next video. I wanted to change right now. I am making podcasts daily. It doesn't mean that every day you have to be doing new stuff. I'm doing podcasts daily because I want you to be thinking about new perspective on how to level up. Maybe you're stuck in your level up journey. Maybe you don't really know how to do. Maybe there are stuff that will speak to your heart, like talk to your soul, directly to your soul. And I really want you to be embodying this one. Let that sink in, that you are freaking responsible for your life. Don't let anyone telling you what you have to do. You can take advice, of course, but as I said in one of my podcasts, don't take advice from people who don't know, because many people only have theory, they don't even have practice, they don't even know what they are talking about. They are talking about their own experience with their own fears added to it. Don't even listen to the people around you that don't even know what they are talking about. Like, consult people that are professional in what you are seeing, like what you want to do. And don't even listen to your family if they don't even know what they are telling you, okay? They're trying to protect you, that's great. But you are responsible for your life, and you have to take actions. And if you want to be taking actions, don't even listen to the other voice, because otherwise you might be so lost, because only you matter. Only you matter because you're freaking responsible for your life. It's like being responsible for a child. If you think that listening to other people, imagine if your sister is telling you, give this to your child, give poison to a child, and you will be like, oh yeah, maybe I should give poison to my child, and then your child dies. Don't even think of saying, oh, but it was my sister's fault. You have the full responsibility of this freaking human that you brought to her. Don't even tell people that it was your sister's idea. They will be laughing at you, okay? This is what I'm telling you. You are like your own child. Take care of you like you are your own child. Take care of you like you are your own best friend, like you are someone else. I know it works better. For some reason, I don't like taking care of myself. I wasn't taught self-love as a child. I was taught to be neglecting. Like, my parents were really neglecting of everything, like health, food, how to dress, how to present yourself, pretty much everything. They didn't taught me self-love, but they taught me how to love others and how to be generous to others and how to be almost people-pleasing. But now I know how to take care of someone else, and I really practice act of service. I love taking care of other people, and now I want to do the same to me, because I'm responsible of me. I'm treating myself like my own child. I'm like, okay, you have to eat now. You have to take your shower. If my child would have this issue, what would I tell her? Do you understand what I'm telling you? This is about taking full responsibility of you like you are a child, and don't even dare saying it was my sister's idea to be doing this. It is your own idea. Even if it comes from someone else, you are grown enough to know what to do with your life that you're responsible for. I hope you understood like the concept of this podcast, because it is really important. I think it is even the beginning of every mindset journey, like growing up, glowing up, and leveling up, and starting your inner work journey, healing your inner child, really starts there. Taking full responsibility for your life, and then understand that now that you know this concept, everything you will do will be for you and not for other people. And everything that you do has to be from you and not from other people. Okay? So thank you so much for listening to this video. Oh my god, this is so hard. Thank you so much for listening to this video. I'm really glad to be doing this podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video to some people who might need it, and comment this video, and I see you in the next one. Bye.